This conference will now be recorded. This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so let's go to the last session, last slides. Okay, fine. Okay, so in last class we were talking about the pass by value, pass by reference, formal parameters. You know? So here this particular parameters is known as, right? This particular parameter here, the parameter what we are passing in the subroutine, right? So this is actually known as the subroutine. We know that this is known as the subroutine, right? This particular form, whatever it is going to end with form and end form, this is known as the subroutine. So in subroutine, the parameter is known as, in the subroutine, the parameter is known as, the formal parameter, just for formality purpose, just to, but the actual parameter is from the perform. You can see this is the perform, right? This is the perform. Here also you are having the subroutine. Two subroutine example we have taken in order to understand the pass by value and pass by reference. So if pass by value is there in subroutine, before the parameter value clause will be there, value keyword will be there. If value keyword is not there, that means pass by reference. So I have written here the pass by reference, right? Okay, but in both the subroutine, the parameter will be known as the formal parameter. Okay, formal parameter. So this also in the subroutine parameter, subroutine parameter is known as the formal parameter. Formal parameter. Good. And the main perform, this is our perform, right? This is our perform. So this parameter is going to be known as, the actual parameter. So this parameter will be known as the actual parameter. So this will be known as the actual parameter. So we can note it down that in, perform, that means the calling keyword. This is the calling, this is perform is the syntax to call the subroutine, right? So in perform, whatever the parameter is there is known as, the actual parameter. So that's what we have understood yesterday, right? Let's save it, and I'm going to open okay, fine. Okay, so now we will go ahead and we will see about the the function module. So we are having three types of function module. Okay, we are having three types of function module. This is our function module. This is also one of the modularization technique. Okay, function module. So we have three types of function module. This is also one of the modularization technique. Multiple function module combined together, that is called the function module 1, function module 2. So multiple function module combined in a entity called function group. Yesterday we have seen, right? So these all will be combined, and that is important. That is the mandatory it's mandatory to give the, it's mandatory to give the function group while creating the function module, right? Function module cannot be created without function group. So all these function module can be together, this can be a part of a same function group, or the same function group. You can put all these function module in a same function group, or you must have to give some function group, right? Okay, now function module can be of three types. Okay, so function module is of three types. So what is those type? One is normal function module, another is RFC function module, and then we have one another that is called the update function module. Okay, so normal function module, normal FM. Okay, normal FM we have. Then we have the RFC function module. Means RFC is also known as the remote enabled function module. Remote enabled function module. Okay, we will see in detail what is this RFC with the help of an example. And then we are having the update function module. Okay, update FM. This update FM is also of four types. This update function module is also four types. Okay, so that we will see what are those four types. Okay, so one is immediate update, one is delayed update, and there are two more which we like update 1, update 2, update 3, update 4. Their name is like this. Okay, so update function module we will see that is not our part of the course, but we'll still try to understand what is this, and maybe we can take one example and we can see how we can use this update function module. Okay, so you will be having some idea. So all the function module will fall under one of these category: normal FM or RFC FM or update FM. Okay, let's first take a small example and we will try to understand what is the function module, what's its basic structure looks like, and what it is, right? Let's go to the system and we'll try to explore over there. So I'll create one simple function module to add the two number, right? So I'm going to create one function module to add the two number. So the name of the function module will be ZMB28 sum. ZMB28 sum. And how I have come to this particular screen? The T code to create the function module, the T code to create the function module, T code to create the FM is SC37. Through this T code you can create the function module. Okay, there is a universal T code. From there you can create any artifact. So you don't have to remember SC38, SC37, different SC11. You can go and you can create anything from there. There is a universal T code, and that T code name is SC80. This is also known as workbench repository. Okay, workbench navigator. Okay, SC80. So from there also you can create a so either from here or you can create from /n SC80. You can go, and from here you can create the function module. So you can create function group, function module, program, table, anything from that particular SC80 transaction. I have given that command application server is bit slow. It's taking some time. Okay, so that's the two way how you can create the function module, or so there are like different places from where we can create, right? It's taking some time. I don't know why it's taking this much time. Okay, it has come over here, and SCAT, this is the transaction SCAT. Information about the transaction can be seen from here. What is the transaction? You can see that here SCAT is there, right? So from here you can see the name of the transaction. Go here and function module you can select, and you can give the name of the function module which you want to create. So MB28 some function module I want to create. So from here also I can create. Click on this display button. It will tell it does not exist. Do you want to create? Yes, I want to create. It will take you to the same screen, which will navigate from the AC37. From AC37 also it will give you the same pop-up. Okay, so now you have to give the function group. Yesterday I have created this function group. You can see ZMB28_FG. This is the mandatory parameter. You can see this is telling this particular icon is just showing you that this is the mandatory parameter, ZMB28_FG. Okay, short text is also mandatory parameter, right? So you have to give something like sum 2 numbers or 3 numbers to perform the sum, maybe to perform some meaningful description. Always we are supposed to give to perform the sum, so that later if you are searching with the help of the short text, it will be easy for you to find it out. And keep the name always, for the if you are working in some specific project, a project specific name is supposed to be given for the function module, so that you will be able to easily identify, okay, or some meaningful name. Okay. System is very slow today. Okay, and here you can see it is telling function module name is reserved for SAP. What's the meaning of this? Function module name is reserved for SAP. Its meaning is that this function module can be used in SAP standard program also. Okay, that's the meaning. Now come over here, double click on this function module. Okay, what I will do, I will open the another system. It's going to be very, very slow. So SCAT or AC, 37. So this time I'm going to create from AC37. Come over here and we will create a function module ZMB28 sum. Click on this create button. This is my different system, and here the function group you can create, or I can use any of the function module which I have already created. Okay, so function group maybe, or like that we can create. We know already how to create. And to perform, let's give some text to perform the sum. Okay, okay, okay. So here we have come, right? You can see that here we have come. This is our function module. In the function module, the first tab is for the attribute. Here you can see there are three types of function module. Here from this particular radio button, you can select what type of function module you want to create. So this can be regular function module, that means the normal function module. Second one is the remote enabled function module. Meaning of this is this function module, if we're going to select this remote enabled function module, this function module can be called from outside of this current system. What is my current system name? This is, the current system name is S43. So this if suppose you have some another system called S47 or S48, or let's suppose EPT100, any different system, any another SAP different system, or even non-SAP system, from another environment, you can call this particular function module. Then third option, we are having the update module. This is a special function module. We will see about this. You can see there are four types: update 1, update 2, update 3, and update 4. There are four types: start immediately, immediate start, start delayed, collective run. So this is also known as with this name also, or update 1 also with tail, update 2 tail, update 3 tail, and update 4 tail. We will see in detail this one as well. This is the apart from this, you can see the person who has created all this information, when the package, okay, the program name. What is this program name? This is the function group name. This is the function group name. When we create the function group, at that point of time, once function group program, the master program gets created, and that's the name of that particular program name. Here it has come. Okay, include program. So this function module will be created in form of a include. That's the meaning of this. So this is this function module will be created in form of this particular include under this program. I will show you once I will create this one. Edit log. If you select this one, other person will not be able to edit. Okay. Come to this import parameter. If you want to sum two number, you require to have, right, two number from the outside, right? This function module is having the import parameter. So am underscore value 1 and am underscore value 2. I'm going to take two number from outside of environment. I'm going to take it in order to perform the summation. Okay. Associated type int 1. Here you have to give the data element. Okay. Default value, if you want to specify, you can specify, right? And here, instead of update function module, I'm going to use the normal function module. So the architecture for all this function module, you can see it is the same. It is going to be the same. Only the processing type will be the different. Okay, based upon this radio button, the way of execution of this function module will be determined. Okay, now this is our export parameter. So once you get this value, you would like to add this value and you would like to get back this value. Okay, so how to get back? So to store those value, I'm going to use pv underscore sum, a parameter I'm creating. This parameter will store the summation of the value. Okay, and here we can keep int 1 or int 2, and here you can see the pass by value and pass by reference. Here also you would have seen, here you might have observed that some parameter is there, that the optional parameter. If you want to make this as an optional parameter, you can click this button. If you want to make it mandatory parameter, you can remove this button. Okay, so I want both parameter to be mandatory, because if I don't get any value, then how I will add to at least two parameters should be mandatory, right? In my scenario over here, pass by value and pass by reference, we are exploiting this now, right? So if you don't check this one, so by default it will be going to have the pass by reference. That means if we are going to change any value in the function module, the same value is going to be reflected in the calling program as well. Okay, here also you are getting the same, pass by value. Changing parameter you are having over here. If you want to use some changing parameter, suppose ch underscore test, I'm showing you some changing parameter type, and here let's suppose, here I'm just going to give some maybe char10 or something like that, or anything integer value or whatever. Here also you are having the optional parameter. I want to make it optional. Okay, pass by value. If you want, you can make the pass by value also, right? It all depends. So pass by value and pass by reference, when you want to use it, don't you want to use, it all depends on you, right? So I'm just making pass by value. Tables parameter has been obsolete now. We are not supposed to use, but if you want to use, you can use. We will see with the help of another example. Let's execute this first example, and here you can reach the exception. This also we'll see in our today's class. Come over here and let's add these two number and put the value in ev underscore sum. I am underscore val 1 plus I am underscore val 2. Okay, so you can see this two number I'm getting from, as an import parameter. You can see automatically the function module signature has been created. This is known as a function module signature, right? Function module signature. So in importing parameter, you can see this value has come, whatever we have defined over here, the same value has come over here. I am underscore val1, I am underscore val2, type int 1, type int 1, exporting parameter, the same it has coming over here, changing, right? So all the information together can be seen over here. No need of going one by one tab, right? Exception also, if we're going to define here, you will see in the parameter. Fine. That's it. The function module is ready. Activate this one. It will get activated. And if you want to test it, just run this one. Okay. After running this one, it will be asking to give you some value, right? Because to import parameter I'm taking. So suppose I have to add 10 and then I have to add 20. Okay, I'm just going to click on this F8 button and you can see that ev underscore sum is having the value 30, 10 plus 20, right? So, and the changing parameter was the optional, that's why it was not coming over here, right? Come over here. No, it's coming over here. You can see this change parameter, but it is not mandatory to pass the value. If you will make mandatory, it will ask you to give the value. You can see press F8. At this point of time, it is not asking me to provide any value, but as soon as you are going to mark this as a mandatory, activate it. Next time if you will execute, without giving the value, it will tell you please provide some value. It is blank. It will tell you run it, and you can see it is telling the input parameter contains no value, specify a value. So if you want to specify, because it's a character data type, so I'm just giving the RAM over here. Click on this copy button and it got executed. 20 plus 30 got 50, and RAM is RAM only. I'm not manipulating anything over there, right? That's the changing parameter. If you want to change this parameter inside this program, what you have to do, ch underscore test, right? Whatever you are getting from the ch underscore test, with that you are going to, you are going to concatenate the value. So how to concatenate? With the new syntax, we know that ch underscore test will have to put into the, all the variable we are supposed to put into the curly braces. So I'm going to put this into the curly braces, and then, then Kumar, I just want to, Ram Kumar, I want to print. Okay, whatever the value it is coming. So the the manipulation or the calculation or interpretation, whatever you want to tell, happens from right to left. Okay, so ch underscore test, first whatever I'm going to provide from there, the RAM I am providing. So RAM will come over here and it will concatenate it with Kumar, right? And the value will be passed over here in ch underscore test, right? So right to left assignment happen, right? Put the breakpoint over here. Let's run. Give the value something 50 and 60 this time. And here I'm just going to give the RAM. Press F8. Okay. And here you can see that, after pressing F5, EV underscore sum, you are having 60 plus 50, 110. And now if you press F5 once again, right, now ch underscore test, you will be having Ram Kumar, right? Why this Ram Kumar? The reason behind this Ram Kumar is because this is having the, earlier this was having the value Ram, and then after concatenating with Kumar, it has become Kumar, right? But some space is coming. How to avoid this space? Because we have given this space over here, so just remove this space. This is not required, right? And here also it is okay, here I think it's required. And activate this one. Some error is there. Okay, the space should not be there. Let me check. Okay, the problem is the space is coming due to this pipe operator here. Give this space, remove this space, and now the problem will be solved. Test V is not a proper value. Check it, activate it, press F8, and this time you can see here 30, and every time you can see that I will have to enter the value, right? I have to enter the value. So how to avoid this? You can create a variant for this particular set of values. So after giving this value, you can click on this save button, okay, and you can give the some demo or something like that, so this is the name of the variant. Click on this copy button. That's it. Next time onwards, what I will do, I will go to this test data directory, and from there I will select this one. Automatically this value will get filled. Okay, automatically this value will get filled. So what's the step I have followed? I have given the value over here for all the parameter, and if we want to save this value permanently as a variant, so that I will not have to put the value again and again, to save the time, we have to click on the save button after giving all this value, and we have to provide some valid name over here, some readable name over there, and I have already given. Now you can click on this execute button. Already I have put the breakpoint over here, so it will stop. But suppose you don't want to put the breakpoint over there, then you have the option over here, debugging. You can click on this debugging. It will directly go into the debugging mode. Okay, go to the test data dictionary. I will use this variant. Automatically it got filled. Click on this debugging, and then you can see automatically it has come without any putting the breakpoint, right? Am underscore while 1 is having 30 value. Am underscore while 2 is having the 50 value. 50 plus 30, it will become the 80. You can see 80 has become. Currently ch underscore test is having the RAM, and once you execute, the ch underscore test will become Ram Kumar, and this time it is fine, right? There is no space and all. Press F8. You got the value. Passing value is Ram, and result we got as a Ram Kumar, right? So this is how you are going to do it over here. This is a simple example, but the same function module, right? Same function module, if you want to call in your program, so let's go and quickly create one program. The program name will be ZMB28 demo sum, maybe, right? Click on this demo sum. So up to 17 here it is there. So maybe I can write demo 18. Click on this create button, and how to call FM, right, in a program. This we will see in this particular program. Executable program. Click on the save button, local object, and then via going to, so my requirement is to add the two numbers, right? My requirement is to add the two numbers. So already I have created a function module. That function module I can use in my program. So parameters I will use in order to pass the value. So p underscore fn type I. So I will get the value first number from the selection screen, right? And then again one another parameters I'm going to declare. So with the help of comma also we can declare the another parameter p underscore sn type, type I. So two parameter, first number and second number I'm getting over here, right? And one changing parameter, if you want to pass a changing parameter just to test purpose, so you can create one changing parameter p underscore change, something like that type, and that is of some character. So I'm just going to give some char 5. But remember one thing, there should be this, I will show you what the problem will face over here. Now you will have to call, right? Just activate this one, press F8, first number, second number, and the changing value you are getting. If you want to give some readable value here, the first number, second number, we are coming like this. If you want to put some readable value, double click over here, sorry, put the cursor over here, go to, and then click on this text element, right? And here you can give the change value, right? Here you can give the first number. So whatever you are going to give over here, that's going to reflect over there, right? Second number, like that. Click on the save button. Okay, activate this one, activate, just go back, run this time, and this time you can see the first number, second number, and change value is coming, right? So the first number value I want to give, so if you put the breakpoint over here, activate this one, whatever value you are going to pass it over here, suppose 20, you are going to pass the 50, and change value you are going to give some ram syam sita, whatever. And if you run it, in this parameter, the first number parameter, that value will come from that parameter, from that screen input, the value will flow over here. In second number, value will flow. So this is how from a screen you can pass the value, right? Now I want to add these two value with the help of the FM. Already I have created a FM, so I can reuse that FM as many as places, as at many places we can use. That's why we have created the function module, because I know that in my project I'm having the requirement to use, to do the sum at many places in many program. So better I will create a FM so that I can use in many program without any problem, right? So that's why generally we create the FM, or we do the any modularization for that purpose, for reusability, maintainability, and one more thing we have, right? Okay, so reusability, readability, and maintainability, these three things you will have to remember, and you have to tell the same thing in your interview answer also, when if any question come for the modularization technique, why to use modularization, right? Now click on this pattern button, because I want to call this FM, or directly also you can use. So this is my function module, right? So what you will have to do, you have to write call. Okay, you have to give the function module name. So you'll have to give the call function, you have to tell to the system call function, name of the function you have to give in a single quote, okay, like this. Okay, and you are having the importing parameter over here. You can see the importing parameter. That means this parameter will take value from outside of the outside of this environment, outside of this function module. So if you want to pass the value from a program to this function module, you have to pass the value into this import parameter of this function module, right? So here the import parameter of function module you will have to write under the exporting, right? So here call function this exporting, right? You'll have to write the exporting and what value you are exporting. So here the importing will be exporting over here into your program, right? So here the first number, this value I'm passing, whatever the from the screen I'm getting, the same value I'm passing, and am underscore val2 equals to, you know, p underscore second number, right? Second number I'm passing, and whatever here is there in the export parameter, with the help of this parameter I will get the value over there. So in function module that will be exporting, but here it will be importing, right? So what is the importing parameter over here? ev underscore sum. So ev underscore sum value I will assign into my report variable. Okay, so report variable I will just give gv underscore sum, something like that, and this gv underscore sum I will have to define gv underscore sum type I maybe. Okay, now the important point is that here whatever you are having the type of the parameter exactly should be the same type over there in the program. You can see here I'm giving I, and I is by default it's a int 4. Okay, I is by default it's a int 4. So I and int 1 is not same, so it will give you the syntax error, okay, or runtime error. If it does not give the syntax error, it will give you the runtime error. Check the syntax, there is no problem, so it will give you the error at the runtime. Okay, so trace effect and give some value 20, 50, and here ram. Here also you can create the variant so that I will not have to give the value every time. Give the variant name demo, right, for the report and test. Click on the save. Okay, run this and it will go into dump. Why? It is telling type conflict during a function module call. You will have a exact parameter, you should have the exact length and everything, then only it will work, otherwise you will get the dump in runtime. So it is int 1 over there, you will have to define int 1 here also. Here also you'll have to define int 1. Okay, here char 5, let's check over there what is char 5 or what it is under the changing parameter. It's a char 10, so I'll have to give the char 10 over here, right? And now it is fine. For the exporting parameter it's fine. For the importing parameter, now go and check what is the, for gv underscore sum it's a int 2, right? So int 2 gv underscore sum, you'll have to define int 2. Okay, you'll have to define the int 2. So exactly we'll have to do like this. Click on this pretty printer, check the syntax, activate this one, right? So now if you run, you will not get any problem. So give the 20 over here, or we have created one variant, from there we will get this value. So I think we forgot to save that one, that particular variant which we have created. Okay, it's not coming anything, you can see that it's telling the current variant demo of the program is not the current version, right? Okay, activate once again. Okay, some program, because we have changed, so it is telling that it's not able to identify, because you know some parameter, some integer type value and all I have changed, that's why it is not taking considering. So I'm just going to give 20 and once again 30, and here maybe I will use the ram and click on this save button. I will create the same variant, I will just, you know, overwrite. Okay, demo variant, click on the save button, I would overwrite the existing variant. And okay, please mute from your side, someone is, you know.
Focus one more dot here. But in the
Yeah,
reporting time, they are giving the dynamically dates no. But starting date from to still to 1 month back. They can send that data in the variant.
I didn't get you question.
But but in the reporting time it will generate in automatically. It will run in background mode. By the time they are setting one settings in variant, they're giving the current date to past 30 days.
This one, right?
Yes, yes. How can we implement that dates from
Okay,
present to
okay.
past?
I will show you. This is a separate topic, and it will take around 1 hour to explain all these things. There are so many things. Okay, so we will discuss these particular things in a separate session. Okay, or I will create a separate video on this, and I will share with you, because this is to explain all these things over here, like dynamically. If you want to display some variant field, for example, if you have some date over here, some date field is there, and if you want to pass the today's date over there, then in variant, with the help of variant also can be done. Okay, here
Yes,
you
sir.
if you want, so we will see that particular things in detail. Let's complete this particular topic, and then we will go over there.
Okay, okay.
Fine. Yeah, so now, click on this F8 button, and this time also it is giving the problem somewhere. Again, it is creating the problem. So how to read this dump? Okay, how to read this dump? You can see the short text is telling the missing parameter in the call function. So some parameter is missing in the call function, that's why it is giving the dump, right? So what you can do, that you can click on, or what you can do, you can read more, right? But I understood that some parameter is, uh, you can see that this is the parameter im underscore val2, and here this parameter was im underscore val2, means some inconsistency happened. Due to that, the problem is there. You can see the im underscore val1, and here iv underscore val2 I'm passing, though the name is, im underscore val2 and im underscore val1. That's why we are supposed to pass the correct name, correct name. So to avoid such kind of problem, if you give this im underscore val2, okay, it will be corrected. You will not get any error. Press F8, give some value over here, press F8 and press. Again, some problem is there. Again, it is telling the missing parameter. Let me check what is the missing parameter this time. It is telling about ch underscore test this time. Okay. So ch underscore test, that's I have made it that parameter as a mandatory parameter, and I forgot to use that one. It's mandatory. You can see the option is not checked. I will check at this point of time, so that I will not get that error. So if some parameter is mandatory, you must have to use that one, right? So this is a learning from this dump we have seen, whatever we have studied till now. Run this once again, give the value, and this time hopefully we will not get any error. And this time you can see there is no error. And if you see the gv underscore sum 50, it is showing. If you want to print this output result, you can write this, write gv underscore sum, and if you want to give some color, maybe color 5, 7 or whatever, just to make it beautiful. Okay, so sum gv underscore sum color 7. Okay, so like that, what you can do, that you can print out. Okay, you can print, and if you want to give some space in between, so you can give some space also. So after 5 space, I want to display this gv underscore sum. Activate this one, press F8, give the value, run it, and you can see the sum is 50. It is showing, right? Now you might be thinking, I've got so many error while activating. Is there any way to avoid this error? Yes, we have some way. What you can do, that SAP has given one a beautiful tool. With the help of that tool, what you can do, that you can call ZMB28 sum, this function module name. You can directly copy from here, and it will generate you a template call function. You will have to select, you will have to give the function module name. What you have to do, you have to first click on this pattern button. I'm just repeating it, pattern button, give the function module name, click on this OK button, and now you can see that you have the exporting parameter, right? Automatically a beautiful template has been created, and whatever the mandatory is there, automatically it is enabled, means you must have to pass that value, whatever the mandatory is there. Whatever the optional is there, it is commented, right? So the importing parameter and changing parameter, this is optional. Okay, this is optional, this is optional, so that's why it is commented. So here you don't have any, at least from the parameter point of view, some name I have mistaken, some parameter I forgot to give, so at least from that point of view will not get any error. But still you have to take care of the type declaration, the same type you will have to declare, right? This will not take care of that particular things. Okay, so here the same things, what you can do, you can copy all these three, right? So if you want to copy in one go, you can press alt shift, put the cursor over here and press alt shift, and again put the cursor over here. You can copy, again go over here, control V, automatically it will get copied all these three. So alt shift, remember, alt shift. Okay, now this importing one I will enable because I want to get back the value, right? So you can enable, so I have enabled using the control and dot, control plus dot. Okay, so I have to select and use the control plus dot, automatically this star will be gone. Okay, so a star is used to comment the, to comment the line, right? We know already a star, and by two ways we can comment generally, a star and this double quotes, right? We know. Activate this one, activate this one. Once again you can run, and this time you will not face any problem, right? Because we have used the pattern button to showcase, and you can see that. So we generally use this particular pattern button to call a function module, right? We generally use this pattern button. Now what I want to do, that if suppose you have to, this is your program to sum, right? This is your program to sum. Suppose this is your function module to sum. Suppose if you want to divide, okay, if you want to divide, so go back, click on copy button, and instead of sum I'm going to create the divide function module. Click on this copy button, okay, click on this change button, and I want to divide, so I want to divide it like this. Okay, this is the, you'll have to use this button to divide. Every parameter I will keep the same. Okay, this changing parameter is not required at this point of time. Okay, now check the syntax and activate this one. Okay, activate this one. Now what will happen, that if you are going to pass the value, so program also I'm going to change program name. So ZMB28 demo 18, it is there. Now I'm going to create 19 program. Click on this copy button, copy local object. I will change the description for this, going to change, go to attribute and how to call a FEM in a program. Okay, fine, let it be like that, no issue. And here the this is the function module, so I will use this function module over here, right? Parameter is same, so no need of going over here on pattern and to do all those things, right? Exercise, because the parameter is same, so no worries. Now if you activate it, press F8, give some value 20 and give over here maybe uh what I'm doing over here, first value I'm dividing by the second value, so 20 I'm dividing by the 10, right? And so it will give the value 2, right? So it is giving the value 2, right? So suppose I'm going to divide by 5, 20 by 5, it will give the 4, right? But if we're going to give this value 0 over here, 20 divided by 0, it will go into dump, right? It is telling this exception cxi 0 divide, this exception it is giving, right? This is the exception it is giving, right? You can see the division by 0 is not allowed. This is the normal mathematics. We know that we cannot divide any number by 0, right? Because we don't know what will be the result if we're going to divide by 0, right? So for that purpose, to handle that particular scenario, if we're going to give the 0, what you can do, that here you have a tab called exception, right? So you can handle the exception over here. Click on this exception button, and here you can raise the exception name. You can give something like 0 value, right? So that particular exception you will not get, right? So here, please don't pass the 0. Don't pass the 0. So what I will do, that I will check, I will check if this im underscore value 2, right? If im underscore while 2 is initial, means 0, right? Or no, not initial, equal to 0, give like this. And if, and here, if im underscore while 2 is 0, then you raise a exception. Raise what exception? This exception. You manually raise, otherwise system will raise the exception. So you are just handling in this way. You are manually handling, so that it will not come, your control will not come at this point of time, and it will not give you the, it will not give you the exception. If 0 will come over here, this particular will give you the exception. System will give you the exception. But here I am handling the exception myself. So this is the user defined exception. This is the user defined exception, how we handle in the program. Okay. Once you raise the exception, maybe you can exit it, or automatically system will exit. You don't have to write probably this exit. Okay. Check this. Activate it. Now what you can do, that this exception 0 underscore value, in the calling program, you can mention it over here in the calling program. What is my calling program? Go to the SC38, and my calling program is this one. Click on this change button, and here you give the exception name. So here you have to give the parameter exceptions, right? And then, or if you don't know like how to give these exceptions and all, what to do, comment this one, and again you go over here onto this pattern button, and copy this particular function module, and then click on this OK button. Automatically it will generate the the value. You can see the exception is now coming automatically, but the exception is not mandatory over there. That's why it is coming in like this. So I want to make that one mandatory. So is there any option over here? No, there is no option to make the mandatory, but because I want to handle the exception, I will enable this one. Automatically you can see, if the 0 underscore value exception will be raised, the value for size sub RC will be set as 1. So whatever you will keep the value over here, suppose 6 you are going to put, or suppose if you're going to put 9, or if you're going to put 5, so whatever you will put the value over here, it depends on you. That value is going to be set for the system variable size sub RC. Okay, that value is going to be set for the size sub RC. So let it be like 3. Okay, so if we're going to put the 3, that means exception has been raised, so size sub RC will not be equal to 0, right? In that case, you would like to get, or what you can do, an other way around also you can do. Come over here, and you will check if size sub RC equals 3, that means you are having the 0 value, right? Means you are passing the 0. So here what you can do that you give the message, okay, please don't enter, please don't do not enter the second value as 0. It is it will go into the it will go into the you know it will go into the dump. So this is how we can here we can handle the message, right? You might be thinking earlier also the here itself we can check. Yes, you can check, but just I'm showing you a scenario where you can do the same thing in this way also, right? Initially, and even that's the better practice to check initially itself. Like here itself you can check if the second number is 0, then till the message, the same message over here you can put, and you can come out from the program. That's the better practice. But just to showcase you that how you can use the exception in the function module, I'm doing all this exercise. So here p underscore fn, okay, I'm just going to copy this one using the alt shift, right? Alt shift, copy this one, and now just I will paste it over here. Control V, right? Enable this one, and that's it. Pretty printer, check the syntax. Now some error is there, let's correct. Please do not. Okay, fine. Type you will have to give. If you are going to give any message, you must have to give the type. Pretty printer, check the syntax. Now it is fine. Activate it. It got activated, and now press F8, and this time I will give the 20 and 0 over here, and let press F8. You can see the please do not enter the second value as 0. It will go into dump, right? It will go into dump. So you can see that it is coming. This time it is not giving the dump because it is handling the exception. Let's go and see a step by step in the debugging. 20 10 0 I will give over here. Press F8, come over here, press F5, so that uh, if you will press F5, what will happen? You will go inside this function module. If you press, remember, focus on my word, what I'm trying to tell over here. If you are going to press F5, you will go inside this function module. If you will press F6, automatically in one go it will execute the complete function module and it will give you the result. Okay, so I want to show you a step by step. So I will have to press F5. F5 means a step by step. You can see this description over here. Single step means a step by step. This is the F5. Here also you can click, okay, or you can press F5, both is same. I have come over here, and now I'm checking the second value. You can see the second value I'm passing from there is I underscore while2 is 0 is coming for this parameter. So if 0 is there, raise this particular exception I'm telling to the system. Once the exception will raise, automatically program flow will come out. You don't have to write this exit statement. Okay, so press F5. Once it will, you can see the automatically the range exception got triggered, and for the 0 value, because it was there 0 value, automatically this 3 will be set. You can see the value, double click over here, size of RC value is 3. Here also you can see the value, size of RC 3, right? From here also you can see whatever value you will set, the same value it will be set over here. Okay, and you can see the please do not enter the second value as 0. It will go into the dump. You can give some better message also, better than this message, right? Okay, so this is how you can handle the exception in a function module. Now go ahead, and what I'm trying to do, I will create another function module, and there I want to get all the data from an internal table. Okay, so go back and click on this copy button, and I will see the internal table, how to handle the internal table. So I will just write IT means internal table. Okay, so the function module name is this one. Sorry, it will be div actually. Cancel this one, copy this, and I will give IT over here. Click on this copy button, click on this OK, go into change mode, and I don't want this I underscore value 2 and all this time. I want to get only the material type from calling program, right? Material type. So mat type I can give, and for material type the data element is MTART. Okay, and in importing parameter I don't want to keep more. If you want to keep, you can just uh, you can keep more also, there is no problem. Export parameter, one internal table, so et underscore, and just observe whenever I'm going to use the export parameter I'm using e, because it's stable I'm using t. When it was a variable I was using v variable. So like that you will have to keep the naming convention. Okay, here the material type I am having, so just I'm using. So I you have to use in order to identify that it's an importing parameter. E you will have to use in order to identify it's a exporting parameter. T is for table. I'm passing the table value, right? So here what you will have to do that all list of material I want to pass. Okay, so maybe mat info, or or Mara, whatever name you feel good you can give. The associated type, here you must have to specify the table type, then only it will be have like an internal table. Okay, so you must have to give the table type. So you will have to create a global table type. Go to AC30 AC11, and there you will have to create the global table type. So whatever you create over here it will be by default global table type only, right? It's a AC11 transaction. Whatever you create over here it will be accessible from everywhere. So ZTT, right? And just I'm going to create one table type in order to showcase. Click on this create button, already it is there, so maybe we can use this one. We already know how to create this one, right? And this Mara is having as a line type, so many field is there. I don't want to get all these fields. If you want to get all these fields, that's fine. Okay, so maybe I will get this all these fields. I'm going to copy this one and I will paste it over here. Okay, that's it. Click on this rename button because I'm renaming. Changing and all you can use in the same way, changing also, right? If you want to get the value from some I'm going to give so in the same way like in export itself you can, whatever in export I'm doing the same way you can use this one. I will not show, you can understand, right? The same way we'll have to use the tables is important one, how to use over here these tables I will show you. So when you are going to create, when you are going to pass the data into this tables parameter, okay, you have to give the structure over here. Automatically with that structure, with the reference to that structure table type, it will understand because this is a tables already, right? I will show you this one. As of now you just understand, just focus. If we're going to give the import parameter, right, if it is variable then you will have to if it is a data element, right, material type is a single field. So if we're going to use this material type to get from the program, just you can use this particular data element, right? If you want to also get the internal table from the program, here you will have to use the table type. Okay, just remember this. In export parameter also it is the same. If you are going to pass a single value that is of type data element, you can pass the data element. Or if you're going to get back the internal table, you will have to use the table type. Okay, you will have to use the table type. Going to the source code now, and here I'm going to remove all these things, exception and all I don't require at this point of time. Or if you want to raise the exception, if some data not found, if at all no data found, if you want to put the exception you can put. Close this one, come over here, just save it Okay, now select a star from Mara. From Mara, I'm going to get the data into table, right? What is the table? This is the table, et underscore Mara. I have defined this table using this table type, right? Source code and control V. That's it. So like that, you can, if you want to manipulate some data loop after doing if, else, whatever, if you want to manipulate the data into this internal table, you can manipulate. So many coding you can do, lot of coding you can do, thousands line of code. It depends on you, your requirement. You can do that one. Same as in the, as you do in the program, right? Same thing you can do in this function module as well. All the feature you can do. Activate this one and run this particular program where we have created the new program IT. This one, this is the function module we have created. Program, I don't remember if I have created JDemo 19. Okay, so what I will do, I will create one program quickly over here. 20. Click on this OK button, copy, local object, change, and I'm going to remove all these things. First number, second number, this is not required. Now I will pass only the material type, and based upon the material type I will get the data, right? This is my function module name. So click on this pattern. It's easy to call with the help of pattern, right? Material type hard, I'm just hard coding. So FERT I'm passing, and the importing data, it's always better practice to enable the exception. And here the et underscore Mara you'll have to use, right? Et underscore Mara. So type should be compatible, right? So et underscore Mara I can use type. It was JTT underscore Mara. So same type I'm going to use JTT underscore Mara. So there will be no any problem, right? And now here you can use the it underscore Mara. So the data you will get from the function module into this it underscore Mara. Petty printer, check the syntax, activate this one, activate, and if you want to print this particular value, okay, with the help of, without putting the loop, it's better practice to use, at in beginning at least, loop at it underscore Mara into data. So inline declaration I'm using, automatically it will declare the work area, right? So one by one the data will come into this work area, and that data I can display, right? So right, and here wa hyphen matter, I just want to display the matter, right? And wa hyphen mtat, that's it. Pretty printer, check the syntax, okay, give the new line. If you want to give some color, that also you can give color 5, color 7, or just to make it little attractive. Pretty printer, check it, activate it, it got activated. Some error is there, color 8 is invalid, only from 1 to 7 you can give the color, so I'm just giving 1. Okay, activate now, act, press F8, and you can see that, you can see your data is coming, right? So put the breakpoint over here, and this breakpoint putting and all we will see in the tomorrow class. Okay, we will stop our class over here just, and if you have any question, please feel free to ask any question if you have.
Pankaj, in under function group, how many function modules we are creating?
In a function group, how many function module you can create, right?
Yes, under a function group, how many function models we are creating?
I think 99 is there, need to be checked, I'm not sure, but it will be 99, means it, I think it's 99. No, I'm not sure about that, how many we can create. I never faced some issue in the past. I have created as many as possible, but there is some limitation. I think this is 99. So let me check how many. Good question. How many total number of function module we can create, right? Function module in a function group can be created. So you can see here it is telling that 99 function modules, right? So I think you can create 99 function modules, but this answer is given by February 25, 2009. So in every release, SAP, SAP do some changes. So maybe it might be possibility that they have increased from 99, but minimum it is their 99. I think you can create, right? So the latest answer you have to check from the standard documentation, or you can just try. You can create some 100 function module, but it will be difficult. So better you can check from the documentation. Here it is telling 99 function module. Yes, so you can create 99 function module, right? Or you can also cross check from the SAP standard documentation, right? Fine. Any other question? Siva is asking some question. Can we pass table type in a using parameter? In subroutine you were talking about, Siva? Sorry, importing parameter. Can we pass table type in importing parameter? Yes, we can pass. Just we have seen, right? Table type. Right, Siva? Okay, good. Fine.
Sir, one more, sir. I have one doubt. In other languages, we can give directly. We can create function. We can use it function. This is the scenario generally.
Your voice is not audible to me. Can you please be little louder? I'm not able to hear you properly.
Yeah, sir. My doubt is. Hello. Yeah.
Yes.
When in other generally .NET or Java or anywhere, we can create function. We can use it. Now we are creating function group here. In function group, many functions are there. Yeah, function group.
Right.
Why, sir, this function group? We can use directly independent functions,
Yeah, you can see the design is like this. This is your ERP system. ERP system, and here you have to manage the large amount of data, right?
Okay.
So the design is created in such a way that if we're going to put together all the function module in a function group, the shared variable you can use. That's the benefit, because this function module is a part of function group, and function group is nothing but a program. So when one function module is going to get load, all the global parameter, all the global variable of that function group gets loaded. And suppose if you have what it will give you the benefit? The benefit is that once everything gets loaded in the memory, and if we're going to call some another related function module, so it will improve the performance, right? Because already the global parameter, global variable is loaded, so it will not take more time. Okay. So generally, generally the related function module will be there in a function group. Means logically related function module we put together in a function group, right?
Okay.
To improve the performance. Yeah.
Okay.
Any other question?
All function modules are saved in one table, no?
All function modules are saved in a table, right? Yes, you were right. The name of the function module gets saved in the table, but the source code of the function module will be there in the function group program. Okay. Name of the function module will be there in the table, but the source code, I will show you. Come to the function module. This is our function module. Okay. This is our function module. You can see. So the name, this is the name of the function module. So this will be stored in a table, but the source text will be there in some cluster table or pool table. I don't know exactly in which table. It is not stored in a simple table, in a normal table. Okay. It will be there in some cluster or pool table. So come to this attribute, and here, you can see this program name. So actually this function module is nothing but a part of program. So this is your main program. If you double click on this, you can see this main program is there, right? This is the function group. This is nothing but your function group, and all the function group start with SAPL. Just remember SAPL, very very important. SAPL. In interview sometimes they will ask all the function module starting name is what. You will have to tell SAPL, and after that, this is the function group name what you have created. So the program name of that particular function group is going to be this one, SAPL, and that the function group name. So the first 4 character SAPL and the function group what you have created. Okay, in the function group, that means in the main program you will be having to include by default. Okay, this is the to include by default. In this include, this particular include, this is the SAP reserved include. XX you can see everywhere, you will see this XX. This two include you will see following with this name. Okay, this name. So this is the name which we have given, right? And here the include name, it is starting with L. It is starting with L. Okay, include name is starting with L, and then it is starting with Z, right? So this is the a speciality of the include of the function group. If you double click over here, you will see the function module which you have created. You can see that I have created 4 function module till now. This is the first function module, Z early sum. This is the second function module. This is the ZMB28 sum. This is today I have created, right? This was earlier created. And this is also division function module, and this is the internal table function module. So all list of function module is there inside, this include in form of a include. So function module code will be there in form of include. If you double click over here, you will see the source code. You can see it is taking you to the same function module, right? Okay, so any other question? Muthu, Srinivas, it's fine for you?
Yes, yes. But
Yeah.
how can maintain the text in the
Which
function
text?
models? Change log text, the function models.
Which I'm not getting. Which text? This text element?
No. Text means if we do any changes, by the time we will maintain the text. No, change log text, the function
Oh,
models.
here we change. No, here we can put the history, change history. We can put over here. After this, you can create a change history over here, right? You can create
No.
the change.
But I am
Yeah.
not looking here, Pankaj. But in the recent versions, they are maintained one text here already text.
We can maintain only in tables only.
This function module documentation.
Yes. Function model documentations.
So you can maintain the function module documentation if you want to maintain. Click on over here and you can start writing about this function module. Okay, and you can save it over here. Click on this function module and it will open a kind of SOTN or Word like a document, and you can start maintaining the documentation over there. You can see here the functionality you can write about this function module. So maybe this function module, I'm just writing this FM is to add the 2 number. Okay, so this please
Hello,
mute from
someone
your.
is in unmute. Can you please mute?
Yeah, please mute. So once your question is asked, please mute so that there will be no disturbance. Fine, thank you. So this function module is to add 2 numbers. Okay, so just like that you can give the information about this. Just save it and activate it. Okay, you can check the syntax also. Just to go back, it got activated. Okay, now go into the display mode and if you click on this function module documentation, it will show you about that documentation. You can see this function module is to add two numbers is coming, the parameters is there. If you want to define like what is this parameter, all the information you can give. Okay, exceptions, if you want to give the information about the exception, you can give also. So like that you can do. If you check any standard function module there, there they have given such kind of documentation. Okay, fine. So with this, let's stop our today's session, and we will meet tomorrow. If any other question if you have, feel free to ask. You can even ask on the WhatsApp or in that particular group which we are having currently with us. Okay, so and now Neha, others, and Ramesh can be here. Other people, if you want, you can leave it. Okay, because I have to talk with them regarding the assignment. Okay, fine. So regarding the assignment, other people also can go check later over there. I will update the assignment today, and you are supposed to complete. Everyone is requested to complete the assignment. Okay, fine. So let's go to the assignment and let's see the progress of the assignment. Report. From the report, I believe everyone has completed. So today I will give you the assignment related with the function module. I will create one more Excel, and there I will start. If you have any doubt in the assignment, please feel free to ask. Others, you were having some doubt, no? You were telling that no data is coming from the Mara table,
in that
right?
yeah, in that particular
Now also it is not coming, right?
after that I have basically I have checked with another table in that data is coming, so I think in maybe there is
No, but there also it should come. Have you have you tried with another value, something you were doing the mistake over there? Okay, it should
yeah,
come
sir.
actually. It should come. So if you are not able to identify that mistake, I will help you to identify.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Assignment. Okay. But the code I have seen that it was correct. I will have to debug and I have to find out whether
Yeah,
some
sure,
conversion.
sure, sir.
So
I'll share the screen.
yeah, fine. And just let me give this assignment first. So the first assignment, what we'll have to do that, that assignment one, the activity will have to do with the function module. Create a function module. Create a function module to multiply three numbers. Okay, you have to pass the three numbers and you have to get the result. So create a function module to multiply three numbers and get back the result. So what you will have to do, you will have to define the import parameter, right? So you have to define the import parameters, and then you will have to define the export parameters, right? So in import parameter, what you will do that, get the value, three value im underscore val 1 and im underscore val 2, im underscore val 3. So three value you get, and then the type of that, type of that particular parameter you will have to put the type over here. So this is the name of the parameter, name, and type you can give some int 1 or int 2, whatever your wish. It's not hard and fast that whatever I'm writing over here, same you do, but main activity you have to complete. Create a function module to multiply three numbers and get back the result. So just to complete this assignment, I share the result on the WhatsApp. Just to share the result. I don't require the code. Share the result. Just give the input parameter and get the output parameter, and that's result I want. Okay, the export parameter will have to give the ev underscore output. This will be also of type, int 2 or int 4, something like that, you can mark it. And the source code, you will have to think what you can give, how to, what you have to write in the source code to multiply three numbers. Okay, this is one activity. Now the second activity, what you will have to do in activity 2, call this fm in your program. Call this fm in your program. Okay, your program should have three parameters to get the values from selection screen. Today I have shown the two parameters. Similarly, we'll have to create the three parameters and we'll have to use. So your program should have three parameters to get the values from the selection screen and then display the output using the then call this function module, right? Then call this fm. First you try to write yourself, then first without using the pattern, or if you are facing difficulty, then you can use a pattern. We are going to use always pattern because it will avoid the mistake, but just for your practice I'm telling like this. Okay, and then with pattern I have shown you how to use the pattern, right? If you have doubt, again you can go through the video and you can check, right? And store the importing value in some variable, and then using the write statement, display the output. Okay, now what I want that if you were going to pass the third activity name, activity third is handling exception. Okay, in this what you will have to do, create one exception under exception tab. Okay, create one exception under exception tab. Okay, so this is to handle the exception. What this is to handling exception for large number, okay, so for large number greater than, maybe you are going to give 10 lakh as one, as one record. So if you are going to give the value greater than 10 lakh, you have to raise an exception telling that value is very bigger, please provide some a small value, something like that. Okay, so handling exception for the large number greater than 10,000 for the first value. For the first value only I'm just going to maintaining this exception. Okay, so create one exception under the exception tab, give the name of the exception, as a large number, very large number, and raise the exception using what, this raise very underscore large. This is the syntax you will have to use. Raise very large when the first value is going to be very large, right? When the first value is going to be very large, in that case you will have to raise the exception, raise very large, right? So this is your assignment you will have to complete. This is the first one, this is the second one. You have to complete this assignment and please share in the group so that I will check over there. Okay, so other what we have covered today, exception we have covered, right?
So password value and password reference, this assignment has been not given.
So that is under the subroutine. Fine, that also will cover. for that. Here also in function module also you'll having the pass by reference and pass by value, the significance of pass by value and pass by. As of now you can choose anything, there is no problem. Okay, and the subroutine, you know, in the subroutine, the first activity what you do, activity 1, that create a subroutine, right? So you'll have to create the subroutine using form and end form, right? So you'll have to write the form, and inside the end form we'll have to write the logic. So create a subroutine to fetch all the, you know, all the purchase order, for material. Okay, so create a subroutine to fetch all the purchase order for a material. So from where you can get the purchase order, right? So the table for the purchase order is EKPO. Okay, so this is the table. From the here what you can do, select a star from, you know, I want to select only the purchase order. So purchase order field name is, I think, EBELN. Okay, you can go and check over there what is the field name for the purchase order. It will be the first field itself. Okay, it will be the first field, EBELN it will be. Okay, you just check once over there. So just get all the purchase order, uh, uh, create a subroutine to fetch all the purchase order for a specific material. So table for the purchase order EKPO. Okay, so while putting the select query, what you can do, you can fetch the purchase order along with the material also for that particular material. Okay, so to fetch all the purchase order and that material itself you fetch. Okay, material, that means Matner, it will be there, Matner for a particular material. So fine, so this you will have to do. So your select query will be something like this: select matnr, then you know, EBELN from EKPO table, where matnr should be equal to some value you are going to pass it over here. So some parameter from program, you can pass some parameter from the selection screen. So parameter is p underscore matnr. Today I have shown you how to get the value, right? So this is the first assignment. This you can use with pass by value or pass by reference also. So in the, you know, call this subroutine, you know, call this in activity 2, what you will have to do, activity 2, call this subroutine, in the main program, right? Create a program and call this subroutine. Okay, to display all the matnr and EBELN. Okay, so when you are calling this subroutine, okay, call this subroutine. So first what you can do, use pass the value using the pass by value method. Okay, so when you are passing the p underscore matnr using the pass by value, okay, and get the it underscore all the information, right? The purchase order information. So it underscore po. So it underscore po is containing your material. So this will be containing your matnr and then, you know, EBELN, that means the purchase order number. So one material can be there in the multiple purchase order, right? So one laptop can be there in the multiple purchase order. So now to get the it underscore po, material number and EBELN, okay, using the pass by reference. You don't have other way, right? If you have to get back the value in the calling program, you must have to use the pass by reference only, right? Because whatever the value will get update, you have to get back, so you'll have to use the, so here you have to use the pass by reference. Okay, here you will have to use the pass by reference, using pass by reference. The second one, it can be passed by value or passed by reference, anything, because you are just passing the value to the subroutine to get the data, right? So this is your second activity. Okay, so complete this two activity. In this second activity itself, you are having both pass by value and pass by reference. Okay, so something like this, it will be your code. Perform, right? Get data. Let's name of the subroutine is get data, using what? P underscore matnr, right? P underscore matnr, right? And then changing parameter will have to use, right? You will have to get back the value, right? So better to use the changing. So changing it underscore mara you can use over here, or because changing it is there, so ch underscore mara we will keep it over here, right? Ch underscore mara. So this changing ch underscore mara is your, so using p underscore matner, you are passing the value. In the ch underscore mara, you are getting the value. Ch underscore mara should be, this is your table. This is your table. This you will have to define. Okay, ch underscore mara type. Sorry, what data you are going to get? You are going to get the data it underscore po. So ch underscore po, it's better to keep the ch underscore po. Ch underscore po type table of, you will declare one structure which is having material number and EBELN, right? So ts underscore po, you'll have to do ts underscore po. So that you will have to do. Okay, so this is the internal table I have created, and ts underscore po having two, field. Okay, matnr and then EBELN. This is the field name, field name of ts underscore po, right? So this is the field. So begin of, I will just write it over here. Begin of ts underscore po, give the define the type, and then insert it. So check the type from the, go to the table ekpo and check from there what is the type of this matner. It will be matner only, but just cross verify just for your practice. Okay, so end of ts underscore po, you can define this, like this. Now perform this using p underscore matner, changing this ch underscore mara. I'm telling that then you will have to write the form over here, form, and the form you are going to use, the name of the form is get underscore data, right? Using value you will have to give the first parameter p underscore matner, you have to get by pass by value, and another the p underscore some parameter you can give, some abcd whatever, give the good parameter name, right? And then in the changing value, don't have to require over here, don't give this value, changing value, otherwise you will not get back the value, because pass by value will not get back the value, only pass by reference will reflect back the value, because it points the address, right? So changing, you will have to give the changing without value, and then you will have to give something like uh, ct underscore mara or ch underscore mara. Here whatever you want to put the formal parameter name, you can keep the different name, there is no issue, right? You can keep the different name, ct underscore mara whatever, or ct underscore test, right? But give some meaningful name and write here end form. So use this assignment and show the output over there. Source code of this also to share. For this fm is not required, but the subroutine source code I would like to say. Okay, complete this is activity by today. Okay, and share with me if possible. If you have time, try to complete by today. Okay, so this is from my side. If you have any question, and every day you remind me to give the assignment. Every day remind. So because I don't get the time after this class, so at this time itself, what I will do, I will keep on giving the assignment. It will not take more time, 10 minutes like that it will take, so that at least you will get on everyday basis some assignment. And here I will explain it also, like how to complete this assignment. So it will be easy for you. Okay.
So kindly share the Excel also with assignment.
Yeah, I will share. I will put this Excel over there. Okay. Any question? Yeah, share your screen, Adarsh. I
Yeah,
want to see.
yeah. Give me the access.
And just a second. Yes.
So this one is the assignment, but I am not got any result on the.
This data is there in the table. Show me. Go to Mara table. You can directly go through AC16N or AC16. Okay.
sir.
So if you have to explore about the data, you can go through that. AC16N is very convenient. SE16N. Remember.
Network is too slow.
Your server also looks like slow.
Yes, yeah, this one.
Okay, give that value. Yes. Click on number of entries. Okay, fine. No issue. It's okay, fine. Let it run. No value is there, then how we will get? Yesterday, on that day, we were showing some another value. It was there some another value.
Because on that day, 0001 something is not coming, and after that I'll check. Then this value is coming on
Press
that.
enter. Press enter. Press enter. No, show me some, if some value is here present and if there it is not coming.
Like such, suppose I'll check another value in database.
Yeah, you can check. No issue. You can check. Take your time and you can check.
Okay, this one is the value.
It is not coming. If you are going to put
Yeah,
into
sir.
the select query,
No.
control Y, do the control Y, copy the value. Yeah, copy this value. Yes, and paste it over here. Yeah. Yes.
Okay, this one, sir. Here.
Double click.
This one
Double
is.
click over here. Yeah, double click.
It's coming.
It's coming, right?
Yeah, yeah. On that day, no, it is not coming. I don't know why this is.
No, some space or something like that. It might be, or some
Yeah,
zero. Even if you will forget a single zero, it will
yeah,
not
yeah.
come. Just go back and remove a zero. You know, you will not get the result. Okay. If you
Okay,
remove
so
even a single zero, you will not get the result. Okay.
yes, maybe this
Fine.
one.
Okay. Uh, it means it will come. Otherwise, means it will be a problem. If data is there and if you are not going to get, generally, if you're going to miss some zero or some conversion exit issue is there, then only it does not come. But here, you are directly getting the data with the conversion exit.
One more thing is coming, sir. That is here it's a value is coming right now. And suppose I have checked some another program in there. I have a table like VBAK table has data. It's showing some another data, and in program it is showing another data. So there's mismatch of data maybe. So what do I say?
So you have that example. If you're going to get the unique record, if you are sure that if it is a unique record, then I don't think so there will get any problem. If it is a unique record, if it is not a unique record, in that case you may get the different value, whatever you are going to get over there and here, because it all depends on the program how it's going to get the data.
Yes.
So here you are getting up to 10 rows, right? So you have to
Yeah.
use the order by. Okay.
Okay, in means if I have to use the 10 rows, then we have to use order by, I mean, in ascending order.
Yeah, see, here you are telling what the system will do over here. When you are going to write the up to 10 rows, it will
Okay.
take the first 10 rows based upon its own understanding, right? System is having its own understanding, it will take. And there the program works differently. Like at the database table, if you will see the first 10 rows, you may be able to get some another 10 records,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
there you will get first the sorted data based upon VBLN, VB type and AU, ART, and then you are able to get the data over there because it's a primary key, right?
Yeah. Yes.
It's a like VBLN is the primary key. So based upon that, it will automatically sorted and you will get the first 10 records. Here, automatically sorting is not being done. It's just taking any 10 records, it can be. Okay.
Okay,
So
that's why.
just to avoid that, you will have to use the order by. So Neha has replied on that day.
Yeah, yeah.
The same.
On that I have tried the particular thing. Then that was working on there, and the data
Yes.
is coming.
Hmm.
And, but I have one more thing. Sorry.
Fine then. Any
Yes.
other question?
No, sir. Thank you.
Okay, please complete that assignment and let's we'll meet
Okay,
tomorrow.
sir.
Okay. Bye then.
Okay, sir.
Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.